Shalom, Malcolm. Mr. Brother Kazawa coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakatatas. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory due unto Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakatatas. Double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the helpful elect. To you brothers that's out there on the highways and the byways, pushing this word and truth and sincerity, risking your lives and your freedom to do so. To you I say Shalom. Akim, I'm gonna just this is kind of like an impromptu. I'm gonna just flow with the spirit. You know what I'm saying? I've been kind of trying to adjust to, you know, my new job or whatever, and it's kind of been a little hard on me. You know what I'm saying? I work in basically like a heating treating factory plant, some shit like that, man. We doing some real hardcore work. So that's why I haven't been having many videos. I'm gonna start trying to you know what I'm saying, keep up with that decree that Apostle Hart put out, man, and just bring out at least 3 lessons, man, a week. You know what I'm saying? Which that's not hard to do. You know, you can be on break at your work and do a little quick 10-minute lesson, man, or you could be anywhere and do a lesson. So I'm gonna try to start keeping up with that quota. But anyways, the first scripture I want to start off with is Revelations 18 and 24. And let's see, this is Revelations 18 and 24. And in her was found the blood of prophets and of saints and of all that were slain upon the earth. This is talking about Babylon. So if the prophets haven't been killed yet, and it was referring to as in past tense, this scripture, you know, Revelations 18 and 24. And in her was found the blood of prophets and of saints and of all that was slain upon the earth, meaning from way back. So you got to think about Nat Turner. That man was definitely a prophet. I believe Nat Turner could be back among us today. So that being said, we got to think it was many more men that rose up after him or followed on and carry on in that same spirit. And I think all of those were the men that were considered, they were considered too smart. They were considered reckless individuals. They were considered individuals that would be a problem. So they were lynched and burned or whatever. Not to say that it didn't just happen to Jake, period, but some of them lynchings and burnings was worse than others, man. And it's like they were kept to stuff that the apostles went through. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, when you look into some of these lynchings and these murders and shit that the so-called white man Edom has committed amongst you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And just specifically, man, we got to think the prophets, they were scattered. It's 144,000 of us and 12,000 from each tribe, meaning that there was always the ones who were willing to give in to Esau, and there were always the ones who were willing to fight against this man and had a kind of idea in the back of their head of who he was after he showed his true nature. You know what I'm saying? And the spirit was on Judah, definitely. It's this man from where I'm from, named Ligon Scott. If you look into his torture and his murder, it's like he was a preacher. They say he was a preacher, and they say that it's an article, Akim. They say he was a preacher, and they say he did like farm hand work, you know, and different things of that nature for different people around town. Now, later on, probably next time I do a lesson, I'm gonna get into that. And you know, it's just like they basically burn this man's eyeballs out. They got a hot knife and cut off his genitals. You know what I'm saying? His private parts, man. They also used hot weapons to put gaping holes into his sides of his ribs and just different parts of his back and his body. And they had him wrapped in barbed wire the whole time they did it. And as I read kind of like into the article, they said that when they captured him, he eluded arrest for 10 days and had made it to a town that's now called Jackson, Tennessee, and that's like 30 minutes away from Dyersburg. So it's just kind of like, my thing was, if he raped a woman and tied her up and let her go and then asked her not to say anything to anybody in town, knowing this is a Negro back in 1917, knowing this white woman, like it was a rap. So like, I feel like something spiritual happened to Akim, because how did you get out of that town? Like, how did you get 30 minutes away? And then it just kind of seemed like he got away, and then kind of like, something told her, it's like something told him to sit there and get caught. So as he got caught and they taking him back to the town, they gave him a quick trial. That wasn't worth a damn for a Negro. Trialer, you got a trial set against you with white jurors. Whereas that's gonna go nowhere quick for Jake, man. It still does, actually. So they had him, so they did a little trial or whatever. It was pretty quick. And the woman and the man who were the accused victims of this rape claim, they were given power to do whatever to this man, and it's like the judge asked them basically, okay, we need y'all to like just really make this quick and simple. Don't do the most to this man. And they ignored it. So it's like those people, whoever they were, man, for you to be able to ignore a judge's order and all this and that, those are probably some Amalekites that have pull in that town, is my theory. But anyway, my point is, they said that before they killed him and started it up, that they asked him, did he have anything to say? And they said that he gave a speech. They said the Negro gave a speech, but few caught the portent. A portent is a forewarning or a foreshadowing of something, a prophesying, basically, in so many words. So if he was doing that and this stuff happened to him, he was not the only one that the Spirit got on. And they called him a preacher, because in the article they noted how there were preachers that had good reputation with all the people in the town, and there were those, and there was this man who was a preacher, but they called him a holy roller, meaning that he claimed the gift of tongues and different things of that nature. Well, we were full of the Spirit when we came over here. You got to think that didn't just leave us like all the way. It's probably damn near all the way gone now, and it's little drips and drops of it, because your grandma tell you, boy, you sweating like a Hebrew slave. Then you tell your grandma, we Hebrew Israelites, and she look at you like you a damn fool. See, because our people have the zeal, but not according to knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So this man was not the only one who had the gift of preaching. Nat Turner was not the only one. My point is, Akim, that the blood of the saints and the blood of prophets and the blood of saints is found in here, because we were killed. Ain't no telling how many times we were killed. You know what I'm saying? But I know for a fact that the Spirit wasn't just on that man. He must have knew. They said that his flock were poor whites that lived in the back of the town, and you know what I'm saying? Whoever else, other jakes that made up the congregation. Poor whites that made up the congregation were probably confusing the faces, man. You had confusing the face stuff going on even going back then, because we mixed amongst Esau. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like history repeats itself, man. We got to let me get Ecclesiastes 1:9, man. I also got some other things I want to bring out into this lesson. It's going to be a pretty heavy lesson. Yeah, Ecclesiastes 1:9. We don't have any remembrance of the former things, but just like we can know through the Spirit that King Mashah is King David, High Priest Ariah is Joshua the High Priest. You know what I'm saying? Father Abba Bivens is John the Baptist, man. These things we know through the Spirit. We don't have any remembrance of them being them, but the Spirit of the Most High searcheth out the deep things, like the scriptures say, roughly paraphrasing that scripture. Ecclesiastes 1:9. Because I'm trying to keep it as scriptural as I can, Akim. I always do. You know what I'm saying? That's our job, and we are required to do so. Ecclesiastes 1:9. The thing that hath been is that which shall be. Meaning, the blood of the prophets will be spilled here again because you got brothers that set up to be martyrs for this truth. And everything in the scriptures is twofold, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these prophecies are anyway. Ecclesiastes 1:9. The thing that hath been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It hath been already of time which was before us. And it says in this last scripture, there is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of the things that are to come with those that shall come after. You know, brothers always say that Babylon gonna be like a bad dream. We ain't gonna remember a lot of this shit. A lot of this shit is temporary. But what we real remember is Esau raggedy ass, man. And I'm gonna get that according to Isaiah, the 14th chapter. We might not remember the former things of old, they gonna be passed away. They ain't gonna come into mind, like the scriptures say. But we gonna remember Esau dog ass. That we will remember. How this devil had us in derision. We gonna get our kids, man. Abarat is our of that number, and we gonna show our kids. This is the fucking wretch, the filthy, disagreeable wretch that had us in derision, man. Because Esau is he's definitely a disagreeable wretch, man. For real. If you don't know what that word wretch means, or what to call somebody a wretch means, just look it up. Everybody got Google, man. It's in Isaiah, the 14th chapter. I ain't talking to any of my Akiam either, because I know all of us are taught to be good with words. And even the brothers that ain't the smartest, they can, like, you know what I'm saying, they make the knowledge of this world look like foolishness through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah by Hashem Rakakudas, man. Brothers ain't, we all got different talents, but brothers ain't, you know what I'm saying? How do I say it, man? Brothers ain't just, you know, the smartest. Hell, I got a GED. I didn't go to college. I ain't got a damn college education, man. And circumstances caused it to where I couldn't even get my damn high school diploma. You know what I'm saying? Has that made me or broke me? Hell no. Can I make somebody that went to college look like a fucking goofball with through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah by rightly dividing this word? Yes, I can, man. Salakia, Akim. I'm having camera troubles, man. But it's all a part of it. It's all good. We back on there. So, let me get Isaiah the 14th chapter. We ain't gonna have no remembrance of the former things, neither shall they come into mind, but we will remember Esau and his raggedy ass, man. Let's see. And it says, this is Isaiah 14, the 14th chapter and the 16th verse. Matter of fact, man. Woo. This scripture got some meat in it, boy. Okay. I'm gonna start from verse 8, Akim. I'm gonna give y'all, you know what? We're gonna do the most today, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. The whole earth is at rest. This is Isaiah 14:7. The whole earth is at rest, and it's quiet. They break forth into singing. Who gonna break forth into singing? How the earth at quiet and at rest? When Esau get taken out of power, the so-called white man, you fucking Amalekites, I can't wait to get my hands on you dirty sons of bitches, man. Because we gonna fuck y'all up, boy, I'm telling you. We gonna dog y'all ass. Watch, Abaratazah. It says, this verse 8. Yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee. Esau, man, the trees gonna be glad that your ass is taken out of power, man. You can make paper from hemp. You can make rope and clothes from hemp. This damn devil can leave these fucking trees alone, man. But it's all right. The trees gonna rejoice when your dirty ass get taken out of power. You bitch, man. Lucky, I had to plug my phone up on the charger. Yeah. So, yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee, the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow has come up against us. Even the trees gonna be happy that you out of power. Everything has a spirit, man. These animals, all of it, and they feel your fucking vibration and they hate you. Everything on this earth hates you. The earth won't even yield its strength to you. Do you understand that? Do you so-called white people understand that, man? Yeah. Since thou art laid down, no fellow has come up against us. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It has raised up their thrones, all the kings of the nations. Meaning that the Lord is raising back up them powers of old. That's the hell being moved, being stirred from beneath and moved for thee to meet thee, Esau. The other nations are getting back their power. The Lord is giving them back that gusto, man, to go with your punk ass. Now, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave. All other nations are like, man, look, we got nukes too, Esau. What? We got flying, we got all types of different shit too, Esau. What? What, man? That's how they looking at your ass. They like, look at you. You can't even keep yourself together. You falling apart, Esau. Are you becoming as weak as we are? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground that didst weakest the nation? And this scripture right here proves that the so-called white man is Satan's physical counterpart. Because it's not talking about physical Satan, spiritual Satan. You know what I'm saying? And it's verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, and I will exalt my throne above the stars of God, of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. What's the sides of the north? Over here, North America, man. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Esau talking about he finna get a damn space fleet, a space army, space this, space that. Yeah, thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit, meaning that your nation is going to be brought to ruin and never again. Everybody's had a chance to rule. That's why the scripture said that it stirred up the dead for thee. They're dead. They ain't going to rule again. They just getting stirred up to rise against you. You're going to be dead as well. The only ones that will possess the kingdom forever and ever and ever are the saints. And the saints are the Israelites. And this is verse 16. They, going back to what I said, we might not remember all this fuck shit that we go through, Akim, all the bullshit Eve put us through. Man, a lot of shit, man. Your folks, your people, everybody, man. We ain't gonna, all that shit, all this is temporary and it's not gonna come to mind. But what will come to mind is this goddamn devil, man. This is Isaiah 14 and 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness, that opened not the house of his prisoners? You got people, Jake, being locked up for shit they didn't fucking do, and just now getting out 30 years later, man. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, man, which they are prescribed with the grief. Salakia, let me get that, because I'm not even from the roughly paraphrase. This is Isaiah 10. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that the widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless, man. Yeah. Esau don't open the house of his prisoners. Let's see. That's all I wanted to get out of there, Aki. And now I'm gonna go to that angel. I really feel like through the spirit that's Michael the archangel, man. That rose up at that Redskins game. Con. Um, let's see. First off, we're gonna get how the angels are really amongst us all the time. They always helping us, and we literally are battling against spirits and principalities down here, Akim. Literally. They still battling against them as well. And I'm gonna get to you and prove to you how Yahweh Shai battled to get to Daniel, man. You know what I'm saying? Daniel of the dreams. He battled to get to Daniel. And it said 21 days, and he had to have Michael the archangel come and get him and help him. So I'm gonna prove that. Then we're gonna prove, I'm gonna get the scripture. And we're gonna get into how I really feel like Jacob's trouble. I done had some visions as well. And it's been things going on since me and the Ak hit the city. It's been all types of hell breaking loose. You could tell the Lord finna loosen shit up, man. He was probably just waiting on us to get out here because wasn't nobody gonna hit this city. He's put the spirit on me and the brothers to get out there. Abaratazah, the spirit remains on us, and we continue on, man, until the Lord tell us, hey, it's time to get put up. It's time. Shit, man, I'm down to die for this thing, man. So Esau, you know where the hell we at. You know what's going on. Don't you? You trying to be like how about Shem Yahweh shot, track brothers and different shit. You know where we at. Come get us, man. Cause soon as you make your move, Yahweh Shai and the angels are gonna make their move. Now this is Daniel the 10th chapter. Daniel the 10th chapter. And let's see. Let's see. We're gonna prove that was Yahweh Shai that came to Daniel and spoke to him and told him these things, that he had to fight against the prince of Persia, which was a principality, man, a chief power, a chief principality, man. On the left hand side had to be, because Yahweh Shai was fighting against him. And we don't know everything, Akim. The secret things belong to the Most High. So it's probably, that Yahweh Shai didn't have all power yet. You know what I'm saying? He earned that after going on the cross. So that means he still needed the help of the other angels, man, before he was given all that power. So I'm gonna prove this through the spirit, through the spirit of power, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay. Then I looked it up this is Daniel 10:5. Then I lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz. His body was like the beryl. His face was as the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as lamps of fire, and his arms and his feet like in color to polished brass, and the voice of his words like the voice of a multitude. It wasn't Yahweh that came down here, because Yahweh wouldn't have had, you know what I'm saying, and the Heavenly Father on his seat, like watching all of this. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't him. That had to be Yahweh Shai, man. And the precepts for Daniel's 10:5 is Revelations 1 and 13 and 14. And when you go down to 10 and 6, it's Revelation 1 and 15 down here. That's that scripture that describes how Yahweh Shai looks, man. And I'm going to just go ahead and prove that as well. We're going to get it precept upon precept. And Yahweh Shai is the one you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, man. He's not coming to save everybody. He ain't even coming to save all of his people this first go round, man. All Israel shall be saved pursuant to them coming back through those who make it into the kingdom, man. The elect and the 1/3, men, women, and children allotted to be saved. This is Revelations 1 and the 13th verse. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned into a furnace, and his voice as the voice sound of many waters. Now, that was Yahweh Shah that was talking to Daniel. Let's go on. Okay. This is Daniel 10 and 7. And I, Daniel, alone saw the vision, for the men that were with me saw not the vision. But a great quaking fell upon them, so that they fled to hide themselves. Therefore I was left alone, and saw this great vision, and there remained no strength in me. For my comeliness was turned into corruption, and I retained no strength. Yet I heard the voice of his words, and when I heard the voice of his words, then was I in a deep sleep on my face, and my face toward the ground, and behold, an hand touched me, which set me upon my knees and upon the palms of my hands. And he said unto me, O Daniel, a man greatly beloved, understand the words that I speak unto thee, and stand upright, for unto thee am I now sent. And when he had spoken this word unto me, I stood trembling. Then said he unto me, Fear not, Daniel, for from the first day that thou didst set thine heart to understand and to chasten thyself before thy power, thy words were heard, and I am come for thy words. But the prince of the kingdom of Persia, which is a principality, man, withstood me 21 days. But lo, Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me, and I remained there with the kings of Persia. Now am I come to make thee understand what shall befall thy people in the latter days, for yet the vision is for many days. I'm trying to skim down. Let's see. And this is verse 20. Then said he, Knowest thou wherefore I come unto thee? And now will I return to fight with the prince of Persia. And when I am gone forth, lo, the prince of Grecia shall come. But I will shew thee that which is noted in the scripture of truth. And there is none that holdeth with me in these things but Michael your prince. Meaning that Michael the archangel is second to Yahweh Shai, man. And that's why I really think that that angel that we saw, you got to think, man, the scriptures say a hoary head be righteous if it be found in the way of honor. And man, like that angel had a hoary head, man. That was Michael, man. That was Michael the archangel. I'm gonna learn the Akia's name, because those are our brethren, man. We are their fleshly brethren. You know what I'm saying? Those are our Akia. So I'm gonna learn the Akia's name in the Hebrew. But like, man, yeah, that was Michael the archangel, man, because it tell you right here that there's none that withholdeth with me in these things, but Michael your prince. You know what I'm saying? And that prince of Grecia shall come. That's when the prince of Grecia, that's when Alexander the Great came and everything got fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because after they started to rule, like, it was like chaos, man. The scriptures tell you that. You know what I'm saying? After Esau started to rule, man, in the earth, evils increased. But I'm going to get Daniel, the 12th chapter, in the first verse, and then I'm going to close this out, Akim. In the head of this says prophecy of tribulation and deliverance, man. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for thy children, for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. Yep. So, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to prove to you that Daniel is back here in the reincarnation as well, man. This is Daniel 12 and 13. But go thou thy way till the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy light at the end of days. Meaning Daniel is here now. You know what I'm saying? And he's probably amongst us, Hakim. But yeah, man. So Michael the archangel is that angel, man. Michael the archangel was contending with Satan for the body of Moses. So that means that they do contend for us as well. You know what I'm saying? They fighting. It's always been a fight. You know what I'm saying? Even with the spiritual demon Satan. You know what I'm saying? What the scripture says in Zechariah, is this not a brand plucked out of the fire? Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Satan rebuked thee, man. Roughly paraphrasing that, Akim. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm gonna close it out though. Hopefully this was edifying, Akim. I might get another spirits on me, man. I might get another lesson going. You know what I'm saying? I might do another one, man. But like I said, I'm gonna try to keep up with that 3 video quota, man. The brother Natazakia told me I had a heavy spirit and not to neglect it. I believe me, I'm trying to keep up and fit in with the criteria, man. Because GMS got the truth. You other camps being exposed, man. GMS got the truth, man. Ain't nobody gonna come up against Great Millstone and confound us, man. What the scriptures tell you, I will give you a mouth and wisdom and words which they shall not be able to gainsay nor refute. You know what I'm saying? No, a mouth, and they shall not be able to gainsay. I can't think of the scripture, but I'm gonna close it out, man. All praises, honor, and glory is due unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah by Hashem Rakakwadash. Call Halayim La Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well and teach well in the scriptures. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, to you brothers out there pushing his word on the highways and byways in truth and sincerity, risking your lives and your freedom to do so. To you I say shalom.